These 76 Afghan boys were caught by Turkish soldiers trying to cross the border from Iran into Turkey. They had walked for weeks, relying on smugglers to take them across the rugged mountain terrain. They were desperate to escape the bombings and fighting in Afghanistan. They now face being deported to Iran, but they have no regrets, and they say they'd do it all again if they had a chance of reaching Turkey's big cities and then maybe onto Europe. For those who managed to elude the Turkish forces on the border and the police in the city, it's time to move on. They split up into smaller groups so as not to draw attention to themselves, but all have a story to tell.
I left college and came here. If I stayed, I had to join the war. Then my parents said I should leave the country. The Taliban recruits young men. You get killed.
Most of these young Afghans have been conned by the smugglers they paid to help them leave Afghanistan, and now they have no money left.
We agreed on $750 with the smuggler and already paid $500. The rest was to be paid when we reach Istanbul. But I had no more money, so they left me on the street.
Turkey has now ramped up security measures at its border with Iran. These migrants are stationed in so-called safe houses. The police call them shock houses, waiting for the right moment to continue their journey. The smugglers take money every day. If the Afghans don't pay, they get kicked out. There is no escape. Doors are locked.
I left Afghanistan because of war and misery. The Taliban are beating and forcing my parents to cook royal food for them. And here we are, served 2 meals a day by the smuggler.
There are about 35 people in this one house, including women and children. There is little air and no privacy. Families are reluctant to talk on camera.
We came to Turkey to work until the borders get open, then move to Europe to support our family. I worked in Iran for 6 months and have been here for 10 days. The smuggler says we need to wait here until the security measures ease.
With Taliban, it is not safe anymore. There is poverty and misery. People cannot pursue their normal lives anymore in Afghanistan.
Last year, 61 asylum seekers on board a fishing boat died after their boat capsized in Lake Van. Another 40 migrants have died this year. This is the cemetery of the nameless, the migrants who wanted to escape bullets and butchery in their own country, but who fell victim to human traffickers. Despite the obvious dangers, fears are growing in Afghanistan. There will now be many more people who are prepared to risk their lives in the hope of finding something better elsewhere. Sinem, Koseoglu, Al Jazeera, Van, Turkey.